Hello and welcome back to the channel of Major92, the Shaman of Gaming, and welcome back to quality. Welcome in to my penal region. As you can see, as I promised, I came down and did a little bit of farming, as you can see from my intense amount of souls for the part of the game that I'm at. But I haven't upgraded anything or leveled up or, anything of that nature so far. And the reason why I wanted so many souls is because I've actually decided what I'm actually going to add to this character. Obviously I started off doing faith, but I've just done a bit of a faith build on a sort of strength faith hybrid, and I liked it, but obviously I sort of just put a lot of hours into it. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to start using Pyro-mancy. So what I want to do is get to at least 3 achievement slots at the moment and need a little bit more endurance. And you know what, I might go, no, actually I'll leave it at that for now. And yeah, that'll do, because I want to keep a few souls. I've used all my consumable soul items as well, and just so I've got a little bit of a boost, because I'm going to start buying pyromancy and things like that. And I want to upgrade to more weapons. So, what do we want? Let's buy combustion. Let's buy fireball, and that'll do for now. Actually, I think my pyromancy flame's +5, so let's take it to +7 for now, because I still want, as I said, I still want some souls left over, because as I say, I want to upgrade to more weapons. So let's put fire orb in there and combustion for now, and I'll try and get Quailana to appear. I think if a +10 my pyromancy flame, that should cause to appear down in the swamp of Blighttown. Oh, actually, I forgot to do something. I want to just break down some some chunks at Framt before I go back up that way and proceed on towards Anor Londo. Let's break some chunks up, because I've got a hell of a lot, and I've actually got a cheeky slab drop from the Dark Wraiths as well, so I can +15 this pike. And what I'll probably do is, I kind of want to, let me just check how much of everything I've got now. 20 large shard, 24 chunks, one normal shard. Let's break one more. Okay. Right, that should do us for a long while now. So let's make our way back up to Andre. Obviously, the sensible thing to do would be to, just take the cage shortcut through Sen's Fortress. But I'm actually quite tempted to just at least fight some of the mages, like serpent mages in Sen's Fortress, just to try and get a flamberge. I know that Shiva of the East actually sells the flamberge, or I'm pretty sure he does, but I may as well get it for free. There's no point in making it more difficult for myself. Another thing that I want to do, as I mentioned in the last video, is I actually want to change my helmet, because I think the Elite Knight and the Knight helm are just used too often. Obviously they do a good job, but yeah, I'll probably change it as soon as I get access to a different helmet that I could wear. Obviously I bought the Katarina helmet, but I'm not sure whether that's what I want to use yet. I don't know, I'll just have to see. Well, for now, let's +15 this pike. So that's our second +15, which is always nice. Is there anything else? Claymore, definitely a quality weapon, but it's too readily used. It's used too often. A halberd again, probably used too often. I actually forgot to pick up the composite bow, which is quite frustrating, but never mind. What we shall do is we shall go into Sen's. And let's, yeah, I'll try and fight some of the snakehead mages. Try and get the flamberge drop. Whenever I get the chance to upgrade that, I'll go ahead and do that. Which should be, obviously I've got the smith box, but I'll probably, you know, once I get to the giant blacksmith in Anor Londo, then it'll make it available for me. And I completely missed the trap. That should do the job on one of them at least. Whoops. Whoops. Why is it not backstabbing him? There we go. It's coming in at a sort of angle right up the crack end. I'm really tempted. I just want to see as well if I put the cover to Skull Serpent Ring. I'm actually, yeah, mid rolling. I used to be fat rolling when I had this equipment on, but without Havels. But now I'm mid rolling, so it's all good, baby. There's shitloads of snake mages at the bottom there, but I don't really want to risk my life going down there. That's something that I could perhaps do off camera later on. But hopefully, the amount of humanity we've got and the fact that the covetous gold serpent ring can boost us a little bit. Hopefully I'll get a flamberge drop off this first one and I can just drop straight down. I can just drop onto the walkway below and then use the cage. Come on, drop one. Oh my god, that was so close. Yes, flamberge first try. It's always a bonus. So let's just drop off onto here and use the cage. Well, that went more smoothly than I'd anticipated. Well, since we're still mid-rolling, even with the pike equipped, because this is heavy as fuck weapon, I'm not going to lie. It's ridiculous. I think it weighs like 10 points. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure it weighs more than... It weighs more than the bastard sword, I think. Flamberge. Yeah, it weighs like twice. Not twice. It weighs like 4 more points than the bastard sword, which is ridiculous. I don't know where the weight in this is unless it's entirely made of fucking steel or iron or some shit. But this is actually doing really good damage for a spear. And to be honest, I think this is the spear of choice, actually. Just because of its range. As I was saying in the last episode, that it's more favourable for... Well, it's difficult to know whether it's more favourable for new players, because obviously on the one hand they can stay behind a shield and poke away. But it also doesn't, you know, have as much damage output, so, you know, it might put new players off. But this is really, really easy to use, considering it's a spear, just because of the, you know, insane range of it. Oops. Let's try and draw one of these. There we go. I don't care that it didn't hit him. I'm just wanting to draw his attention over here so I can get to the. I think that's. I'm not sure what that is actually. Whoops. Is it gonna shield bash? Yeah. Oh shit! It's gonna let me do that. Oh no. We're all safe. Nope. Not drawing me into drawing him out, you fucking little sly bastard. He is trolling me big time. Go on, go for your swing. There we go. Wow, that didn't actually hit him. Right, this one hopefully will cut me a bit of fucking slack. Possibly would have killed him if I'd hit him then, because he was dodging. There we go. And Demon Titanite. You can see the statue of Ornstein there. Or Ornstein, I apologise. As I say, I want to change my helmet, but I don't actually know. I don't know what helmet to start leveling up. I would level up, as I said, I would level up the Katarina helm because I've never really used it and I know it's really good. But it's also levels up. It upgrades with Twinkling Titanite, which I actually don't have any of at the moment. Have I actually got a Firekeep soul? No. Whoops, I didn't mean to leave straight away. Just want to see whether there's anything else that I can level up. There isn't really. The longbow is something that I could upgrade. Let's plus 10 the spider shield. And this has got enough stability to take us all the way through the game without a problem now. So we're on a good course. Hopefully I can clear this without any stumbles. As I said, I'm pretty proud of what I've done so far. The fact that I've managed to, well, I died twice in one episode and I haven't died since. And the 2 deaths I had were completely avoidable as well, and they weren't even on bosses. It was just something stupid. Obviously, one of them was from the actual second Black Knight in the game. And the second one was me doing a plunging attack on the channeler when all the Boulder Knights were still up, which was just stupid of me. Staggering it. I need to move that off the screen. It does take a while to kill a lot of enemies. This, but by the same token, it's really easy to use because you can just use it from behind a shield and just poke away. I mean, you don't really need to use heavy attacks or anything. You just stay behind the shield, use normal RB attacks, and you're all good to go. It's pretty. It's not even. I wouldn't even say this one's specialist. I mean, some of the shorter spears are hard to use because, you know, you can use them from in safety, obviously, but you have to be in a lot closer, which new players don't want to do. You want something with good range. I think it makes it a lot easier for sort of new players or inexperienced players. I also want to touch on a couple of things that I mentioned in the last video that I kind of want to correct myself on a little bit. And it's the things that I don't think so, mate. It's pretty much the things that I said about Dark Souls 2. And me saying that I would be, you know, fully sort of satisfied and content with like a Dark Souls 1.5, and that a lot of the features didn't really need like changing a massive amount, which it is true in a way. Most of them don't. I don't think anything needs like drastically changing. But by the same token, there is stuff that definitely needs changing. And I sort of have, you know, come to realise that watching other people's videos and things like that. Like the whole multiplayer side of things could be definitely handled better. I don't think by saying that, I don't mean like, you know, a lot of people don't actually like it at all and want to play the games, you know, single player only, which you do have the complete option to do. I mean, even if you're actually, say, like on Xbox Live or you're on the PSN. At the moment, I'm signed in on Xbox Live, but all I have to do is join a like an Xbox Live party, and it completely cuts the online feature out. I know a lot of people don't like it, that, you know, they can really work hard to get to a boss, and then just before it, somebody invades them and just pretty much ruins their shit, and it just, you know, it's frustrating. But by the same token, you've got to really look. You've really got to stand in the invader's shoes. You've got to, you know, understand it from their point of view, that that's what they want to do, and if you change that drastically, then you are actually cancelling out their, probably, you know, some people's favourite part of the game. I mean, I don't do a massive amount of online play. You know, I don't do a massive amount of PvP. Like, I very rarely invade people, but you know, it makes a sort of welcome change when somebody does invade me, and I do enjoy it. And I'm not actually even that bad at it, but you know, I can understand what it must feel like. I remember what it was like when I first started playing this game, and I would have been horrified if somebody had, you know, invaded me at that point. I wouldn't have, you know, known what to do with myself. But as I said, invaders have got to have their way of playing the game, you know, in the game. You need to, it's, as I say, it's a really difficult balance to actually strike, because you have to keep everybody happy, and changing things drastically isn't going to do that, you know. If you change things drastically, it's only going to satisfy part of your fan base, and it's because this game's so complex and it's so different to anything else on the market. It's really difficult to do, and you know, it's not an enviable job. I've got to say, it must be so difficult knowing that, especially with like a new director for Dark Souls 2. I don't envy him with that job. You know, having to follow this and try and keep it under the Souls banner. You know, it's difficult. You don't want to radically overhaul it and ruin it, like I mentioned in the last video, like series like the Resident Evil series. You don't want to go down that route. So yeah, it is a really, really difficult balance to strike. But enough about that. Let's get back onto my quality build. I'm not. Let me see whether I have. Yeah, I've got the peculiar doll. I don't know whether to do that first. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do that afterwards. Optional areas afterwards. That's the way it runs. This run from this bonfire to the next bonfire is one of the trickier runs actually in the game. Hopefully because I've got a bit of stability in my shield when I get up to the absolute prick ass Silver Knight snipers, I can just sort of block him until he falls off the edge, as long as the other one doesn't, you know, continuously fire into my back. Let's wait for this guy to come over here. The stability, that's pretty much down to the wolf ring, and I think I've just drawn the other one's attention. Fantastic. Right, let's try and back up a bit. That's the one. Wow, why didn't that? Try and get between him and his shield. Poke away on the legs. There we go. At least they didn't insist on fighting me at the same time anyway. Look at the range of the pike. As I say, it doesn't put out a massive amount of damage, but it is really, this is one of the more underrated ones I've come across so far. Oh, swinging through the legs. And poke him to death. See if he drops anything for us. Nope. Yeah, this run had me pulling my fucking pubic hair out the first time I played through this game as a new player. Especially without some of the patches that they put out. The one on the left's just come as well. At least that one's dead. Oh shit, my stamina. Good job, I backed off. Poke and poke and poke and fuck off! Batwing bastard! You can stay there. Can't forget about you. Good job I was standing in fucking line with that then. Wow. That could have sent me sprawling over the edge. Just getting used to this pike is quite difficult. One of these usually suicides. There we go. Just as I say it. It's right on time. Right. Silver Knight bastards. Run! Fly, you fools! Ooh! That was close. Seems to get more and more accurate each time I play the game, and these arrows actually are, they do hone in on you a little bit. They're sort of like homing arrows. You've got to be quick across the ground here. Make sure the guy behind you doesn't hit you. He not actually usually does suicide himself. Broke my guard. There we go. Didn't go as smoothly as I actually wanted it to, and another way to do that. There's plenty of ways to do that. There's obviously the cheesy ass poison arrow trick. Just poison him, go and make a fucking brew, which I've actually got. I haven't drunk any of, which it might be cold as a fucking witch's heart now. But yeah, there's the cheesy ass poison arrow trick. Well, it isn't really a trick, but there is the. Actually, fuck it. And you can parry him. That's another way to do it. Speak to Solaire, just to make sure that he's available for us in other areas. Silver Knight in here. I'm not actually sure. I can't remember what's in this chest. And douchebag. Does it one-shot whim? Does it one-shot him on a whim? 3 sunlight medals. Well, I haven't got the faith to be a Sombro, so I don't know whether I have actually. I might. I can't remember. Can't remember how much faith it takes. And backstab. Cheeky ass backstab. And let's open Havel's little secret stash. The cheeky bastard. Poke! Run over here. And where's the fucking mimic? Here you are. And he of course drops the occult club, which I could downgrade to the divine club +5, which would get me through the catacombs later on, but obviously I need to make a divine quality weapon of some description. So that's probably what I'll do. Another thing about this is I actually want to make this episode a little bit longer. The last one was a little bit shorter than I thought it was going to be. So I'll probably make this one a little bit longer because I've not really done anything in this episode. I've done a little bit of, running back and forth, and that's pretty much it. So I'll probably try and do a little bit more in this episode and possibly even challenge the boss. I'll just see what happens on that front. See how quickly I can clear this. I obviously could take the jump and I could take the jump and skip part of it, but I'm not going to do that because whoops, I am screwing up big time. There we go. That was a little bit better. You can see the Titanite demon down there. Cheeky bastard. Some sort of soul item over here, soul of a hero. Could have got another soul of a hero as well on those